Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Shaughnessy, and on this channel we discuss fragrance, beauty, and wellness. And if you simply like to have a good time and you like my vibe, subscribe. So you all, it is on a Sunday again. I've just done my hair and I don't feel like putting on makeup, y'all. I just don't. So I'm barefaced, but I wanted to get this video filmed because I have a couple videos I need to film today. And I finished the Sweater Weather Fine Fragrance Mist. So this is going to be a what to wear with. And I wanted to get this out just in case people, you know, are still wearing sweater weather and enjoying it, to give a couple of layering combinations that I enjoyed. So here is the mist, Sweater Weather. And the notes are sun-crisp apple, autumn leaves, and orchard woods. This to me is a very unisex cologne, outdoorsy, walking in an apple orchard kind of fragrance mist. Yeah, I finished this and I didn't fall in love with it. You know, that happens. That's why I like to do these videos. But I do want to share with you what I wore with it to enjoy finishing it up, because this is one I'd had in my collection I think 2 years. I'd only used it once or twice, and I said, okay, I feel like this is not going to be a fragrance mist that I am just going to fall in love with, because I bought it on a whim because I'd never had it in my collection. And it's nice if you like outdoorsy, woodsy scents, because it's not like heavy on the apple as in juicy, fruity, but you do smell the apple, but it's a very woody apple cologne fragrance. So I'm just going to start out with the easiest one to pair with this, and it was Kayali Eden Juicy Apple 01. And that is how I got this dent in this perfume so quickly, because most of the fragrances, if I remember correctly, and let me tell y'all this, October was a hard, long month for me. I got sick. I was still out, you know, going to work full time, keeping up with YouTube. And I honestly, when I was trying to remember, because usually I put my fragrances to the side for my fragrance mist so I can remember what I wore. But this time it got so mixed up because I was pulling things for different videos. And these are the ones I absolutely can remember for the most part. So I'm going to do my best and hope more comes back to me as I'm talking, because this is something else. I wanted to do this video because this is a fragrance mist I've heard so many people say, you know, what can I wear with it? How can I make it work? So just bear with me, okay, y'all? So Kayali Eden Juicy Apple. This is a sweet, girly, flirty, juicy apple scent. It's not complicated. It's not complex. It's just easy breezy, pretty, flirty, girly. And to me, I keep saying it, it smells like a fragrance mist, but elevated. You know, just a little bit more than the usual fragrance mist of this caliber. So it's the perfect, easy, girly, fruity scent. And so with this fragrance mist, I wanted to make it more feminine for me, because it's very, like I said, it's a very outdoorsy, woodsy cologne smell to me with apple in the background. So Sweater Weather layered with Eden Juicy Apple, this kind of made this is a tangy apple, woody, still combination, but I really enjoyed these two together. Eden Juicy Apple sweetens up Sweater Weather enough for me to like it, like with the fruitiness of the apple in the fragrance. And then in this fragrance mist, it adds a woodiness to this scent. So it combines to make like a fruity, woody scent, and it tones down that outdoorsy scent I get from Sweater Weather. So yeah, this was a good combination. Of course, this was the easiest, most basic combination to come up with. So yeah, Eden Juicy Apple with Sweater Weather. Okay, I also paired Eden Juicy Apple and with Sweater Weather with Victoria's Secret Bear. Now, Bear is a very, it's a, to me, very musky, somewhat powdery, a little sweetness to this perfume. Because, you know, this is the one that you're supposed to smell like your skin, but better. If you haven't seen my full review on this video, I will link it above. Please check it out. So, layered with Sweater Weather, layered with Kayali Juicy Apple and Victoria's Secret Bear. Okay, I remember wearing this now that I'm smelling it on its own without Kayali. So, I'm going to tell you how that smells first. This was so nice. This made me think of golden leaves in the most prettiest feminine way. You know, it kept the outdoorsiness of this fragrance mist, the woodiness, but it made it feminine. It made it a little fresher, a little sweeter. And I really enjoyed this combination together. Now, layered with Kayali's Juicy Apple. Okay, so this Juicy Apple brought out the fruitiness because the Bear took away that, even that hint of apple you would get, it kind of, you just really didn't get it when you wore it with Bear. So Eden Juicy Apple brought the apple fruitiness back to this combination, and it just made it sweet, fruity, musky, and still a woody combination that I did enjoy. Okay, the next combo I wore with Sweater Weather was Jimmy Choo's I Want You. Now, I decided to pair this together because Jimmy Choo is, to me, the more I smell it, it's a peachy vanilla. But to me, it's not a sweet vanilla peach scent. It's perfumey, it's potent, it's floral, it's so perfumey that I thought it would go with this because it's such a cologne scent to me. So Sweater Weather layered with Jimmy Choo's I Want You. It's like feminine and masculine scents came together and they just blended perfectly. And I kind of thought that's what would happen, because I can't remember what video I said this in, but this perfume is, I think it was my fall favorites. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it above, check it out. This is a perfume that smells like a perfume. You know, it doesn't, to me, it doesn't smell like, some perfumes smell like cotton candy. Some perfumes smell like, I'm looking around, vanilla. Some perfumes smell like pineapple with, you know, different things you can pick out. This perfume smells like a heavy perfume. And so I figured that would counteract that unisex cologne vibe I get from Sweater Weather. And I love them together. Yeah, it gave like a citrusy, somewhat fruity, woody scent that just worked well together. So I did enjoy this combination. Along those same lines, this is what I can remember, y'all. This is why I say it gets fuzzy. You know how your mind and your brain is when you're sick and you're working and you have to keep going. I remember layering YSL Libre body oil while wearing Sweater Weather, okay? I can't remember if I wore the perfume, but I brought it because it makes sense that I would wear the perfume. So, I am going to say, I know for sure I wore the fragrance oil, okay? The body oil with this. But I'm going to bring the perfume because they smell basically the same to tell you what I get from it. So this is YSL Libre paired with Sweater Weather. So YSL Libre It amazes me when I smell this, how I did not love this scent DNA, and now I just thoroughly enjoy it. It's so classy and money, sophisticated, boss, you know, and it's not uber feminine, you know. And so that's why I said, well, let me see how it'll go with this. Oh, and this just gives the vibe of Jimmy Choo, but elevated, because this goes together perfectly too. It's the woodiness in this fragrance mist that works well with, because this to me is also a perfumey perfume. Pairs perfectly together, and the fragrance oil was beautiful. I remember using it, loving it. So this is a great combination too if you want to, you know, use up your sweater weather and still have class and sophistication and elegance. This is a great way to do it. I love this combination, sweater weather with YSL Lieb. Okay, so I also remember pairing Kayali's Eden Juicy Apple along with this scent with sweater weather, and this is Whispers of Seduction from the House of Sillage. Now, I paired all three of these together because this fragrance has, I believe, a candied apple note. And I initially bought this because somebody I was watching on YouTube said, oh, it's so marshmallowy. I don't get that. I don't get that from this. Even though marshmallow is in here, it may be the barest hint, but this is not what I would classify as a marshmallow fragrance. And I said that because it's an appley, fluffy, but alluring type of fragrance. It's different to me in the way that House of Sillage can be different, but still makes you think of something else. Because I feel like I've smelled something like this, but not exactly like it, and I can't remember what it was. It was back in the day. I remember something of my mom's. So I decided I was gonna add, you know, some mystery to sweater weather. So let's see what I came up with. Okay, and when this blended together, it made the woodiness more prominent. And it was like the candy apple note was trying to fight through with the woodiness. So that's why I remember adding Kayali's Juicy Apple on top of this, and it perfected the combo. Look at me trying to do this, y'all. How am I gonna do this? Yes, the Kayali Eden Juicy Apple brought out the candy note in this more. Candy apple note, and it just made this a kind of sensual apple woody fragrance that worked well. I'm not gonna say I loved it, because I'm gonna be honest, y'all, with this fragrance mist, it was so not up my alley that I enjoy these combos, but I'm so used to wearing a fragrance mist and playing with different scents in my collection, and usually just absolutely falling in love with a combo that makes me love the fragrance mist, and that didn't happen. I enjoyed these combinations I came up with. They're good, but this fragrance mist is just not me. It's just not, and I wanted to bring that out. So the last combination I forgot to bring the body butter. So I ran out of the lotion for sweater weather. And so I decided that I was gonna start using my Josie Maran Vanilla Bean body butter. And so I had a little bit of this left. That was from my empties video, and I was like, I had just a little bit of this left to finish up. And if you haven't seen my empties video, I'll link it above, check it out. So I decided to pair Gingham Heart of Gold with sweater weather. And Gingham Heart of Gold is crisp golden apple, creamy vanilla bean, and warm sandalwood, y'all. Oh my goodness. Now this is the Shaughnessy kind of apple fragrance as opposed to sweater weather. But these two paired together, oh my goodness, they smell so good together, because This is a golden kind of syrupy, sweet apple vanilla, baked apple vanilla woody scent. And then add in the outdoorsy apple woody scent. It was like a match made in heaven. And the perfume I decided to pair with this combination was Juicy Couture's Hollywood Royal. And I believe this has a marshmallow note, you know, like vanilla and apple, like a warm apple note. And so it just, oh my goodness, it just was perfect. With the Josie Marin Vanilla Bean Body Butter too. It was a perfect gold. It smelled of gold. It smelled like a golden apple with a hint of vanilla and woodiness. And I love, now this combination, if I'm going to tell you which combinations I enjoyed the most with this sweater weather, it would be the YSL Liebe combination with the body oil, and it would have been the Gingham Heart of Gold with the Juicy Couture Hollywood Royal, because it just felt so, it felt like a golden fall combo. Now I enjoyed them all, as I'm gonna, you know, reiterate, I enjoyed them all, but no combination made me fall in love with sweater weather. I don't hate sweater weather, but I can't see myself purchasing a full set of this again, unless, you know, my scent changes, my taste changes in the fragrances I like to wear, which happens. But I can see myself maybe getting a travel size in this, but just not a full set. So you all, those are the combinations I came up with while using up sweater weather. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below telling me, you know, some combos you came up with while wearing sweater weather, or just your thoughts on sweater weather in general, because I would love to know. Please share this video with everyone who is still enjoying our fall fragrances, okay? And playing with our fragrances and mist and coming up with different combos. And please don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you don't ever miss any of my videos. And as I always say, if you like my vibe, subscribe. Until next time, bye.